Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Lamplight City. This is a I was going to say cyberpunk, steampunk detective adventure game that I've been waiting to play for a long time. And we're going to jump in, we're going to play it, we're just going to go straight for new game. I cannot wait to get into this one. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's been out for a little while and I've played the demo of Rosewater, which is the follow-up game, I believe. I don't know if it's a direct sequel to this one, but that is absolutely fantastic as well. So let's go, new game. I love the artwork, it's just wonderful. Okay, here we go. Rough night. Wake up, sunshine. Bill, wake up. The carriage is on fire. I mean, that feels like a good one to do.
Bill, wake up. The carriage is on fire.
That's only funny when I do it to you.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Bit too much Bollingworth ale is all. That stuff really creeps up on you.
Sorry I couldn't join you, but I was long overdue for a quiet night in with Addie.
That's fine. There'll be plenty of other opportunities. Hell, maybe Adelaide can even join us. It's been ages since she last drank me under the table.
Afraid she mostly sticks to tea these days.
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing.
Of course. You sleep through the briefings? Captain Snelling is going to notice one of these days. You sleep through the briefings, dude?
You sleep through the briefings?
Sure. It's really not that difficult. Snelling's monotonous drone works better than Cold Tits emulsified soporific.
Very funny. Anyway, it's a burglary at the Hambrook Flower Shop.
A burglary, eh? How dull. At least we'll have enough time to get a drink afterwards.
Already?
You seem awfully certain of that.
I am. In fact, I'd bet the devil my head that we're done within the hour.
Well, the devil's going to be disappointed that his winnings are so meager.
That's definitely not going to happen, is it? There's going to be something else that happens here for sure. What it is, though, I don't know.
We've arrived. After you, Bill.
Oh, it's quite cool. The background stopped moving. Here we go. So good. I love the airship type things as well. It's so steampunk. It's great.
Thank you. Keep the change.
Use of light is also absolutely brilliant. Reflections.
So, our night of excitement begins.
You more than anyone else should know that there's rarely a dull night in Chumley.
I have a feeling tonight will be the exception. Until we get to the pub, that is.
Keep your mind on the case, Bill. Now let's get a move on.
Okay, left click to interact with the objects. Mouse cursor is context sensitive. Okay, so it. Oh, okay, I see. So when you can look, it's a magnifying glass. When you can talk, it becomes a mouth, and then when you can use something, it becomes a hand. That's quite good. That's very interesting, actually. Let's look at the sign.
That reminds me. I should pick up a bouquet for Addie when we're done here.
Seems like you've been spending more time with me than with her lately. I sure hope she's not the jealous type.
Very true. Also, if you're new to the channel, I like to really look at everything in detail. I don't just sort of speed through games. I like to take in the environment and just really enjoy what I'm doing. So, just a bit of a heads up.
Certainly looks cozy in there.
Plants have a nice way of doing that.
Right, let's have a look in the trash can. There's always something of use in trash cans, right?
Fordham, what are you doing?
I was going to check inside this trash can for clues.
Miles, in the 15 years we've been partners, how many times have you found something inside a trash can that wasn't garbage?
Fair point.
You never know, though. You never, ever know, Bill. That's the thing, all right? Wow.
I can't believe that thing made it all the way across the Atlantic in less than a week.
Don't scoff at the future, Miles. Pretty soon, we'll all be riding those things to work.
Especially considering Prince Harold is their big celebrity passenger.
Okay.
Glad this thing is lit. This isn't really the type of place I'd prefer to be at this time of night.
Don't worry, Miles. I've got your back.
So a bit of a rough area then, perhaps. Doesn't look like we can go down there. Can we talk to Bill at all?
Could I have a word?
What's on your mind, Fordham?
Ooh, this is pretty cool. Let's talk about the burglary then.
A burglary at a flower shop. Not the most thrilling case we've had, is it?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say Snelling's been giving us the boring cases lately on purpose.
Why would he do something like that?
He's eyeing a promotion to chief of police. He'd sell his own mother's cane if he thought it would help. Plus, there's no secret he doesn't like us.
I can't understand why. I've shown him nothing but respect.
It's because you're too good at what you do. And because you're friends with me.
What's that got to do with anything?
Not everyone is as open-minded as you, Miles. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
You ever miss living out here, Bill?
I think I get what
Not
we're
as
hitting
much as
at.
you missed stepping in that pile of horseshit last week.
I was distracted by that story you were telling me about your sister. How's she doing out west, anyway?
Well, she's not in the chum, so fantastic. Living here was about as fun as wearing a vest made of meat to a dogfight. I'm glad we both managed to get out. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you didn't do such a great job of cleaning your shoes.
That would explain all the funny looks I've been getting.
Right, let's ask about himself.
Still feeling rough, Bill?
Yes, but I'll feel better once his case is finished and we can go down to the Angel for a pint or four.
Hair of the dog?
No better medicine.
If you say so. Oh, we can ask again.
When's the last time you took any time off?
That's a good question. What year is this again?
I think we've both been working a bit too much lately. Addie's been wanting to go visit her mother in Dixie. Maybe we can all go.
Well, sounds nice, but I wouldn't want to be a third wheel on a visit to your in-laws. Unless... Would Adelaide's brother be there by any chance?
You're incorrigible, Bill.
It's one of my finer qualities.
Nice. Oh, we can still ask more.
Got any opinions on the upcoming election?
I'll just be glad when it's all over. Seems like the last few months have been nothing but people giving opinions and telling me what to do without a moment's peace.
I know what you mean. I already saw some kids putting up Atwood posters down my street.
I already drew mustaches in all the ones on my street.
Handlebar?
Yeah, you know me
Nice.
too well.
I always thought of Atwood as more of a Van Dyke type of man myself.
I can see that. Yeah. Well, there's something to do tomorrow.
I remember doing that myself on school books and things.
You enjoying this weather? It's a nice evening for it, not too hot. I find a bit of fresh air always helps clear out the mental cobwebs.
It's just too bad the air in the chum is about as fresh as a week-old corpse.
Ugh.
At any rate, it'll be winter before you know it. The whole city will be shut down, and we'll be digging bodies out from under the snowbanks.
Always something to look forward to.
Sounds lovely. I like this is really adding a lot to the backstory and actually just the sort of getting into the game, I think.
The ferry ride over was surprisingly uneventful, don't you think?
I know. It doesn't really feel like a visit to the chum without seeing at least one fist fight. Ah, well, there's always the ride back.
Let's get back to it.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. That's really given a lot of insight into the world that we're playing in. It's good. Right, let's head through the door then, I guess, because we've looked at the windows and everything. Doesn't look like we can go down there, so let's head into the flower shop.
Come on, Bill.
See about this burglary. Ooh.
Charming little place, isn't it?
Charming, but empty. We need to find the owner.
Always so to the point, Fordham. If ever there was a better time to stop and smell the flowers.
I think I'll leave that to you, Bill.
With my allergies, hardly.
I know that pain. I know that pain very, very well. Right, hanging plants. Let's have a look at these.
Plants hanging on hooks. A nice space-saving method.
I'd probably bang my head against them constantly if I had them in my apartment.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Priceless.
These prices are pretty reasonable. The place I go in Worcester's clearly robbing me blind.
If you think those are bad, don't go near the flower shops in Lyon.
Alright, well, some nozzles up here.
They
That's...
seem to be part of the watering system for the flowers.
I haven't seen old piping like this in a while. Seems like someone's reluctant to upgrade.
So it's an irrigation system then. Waters all the plants, obviously, on the display.
This is quite the selection. Come over here and take a whiff, Bill.
Sure, if you don't mind me getting snot all over your coat.
Oh, no, not the Myers case all over again. On second thought, you can just stay over there.
Nice. So these ones look like they're half price then.
Not too many left. Seems business isn't so bad around here.
Well, you know what they say. There are only 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and people taking advantage of sales.
They say that? Right, shelf. And there's also a private area back there.
Mostly a bunch of fertilizer and growth tonics.
Growth tonics, eh?
Plant growth tonics, Bill.
Of course. I knew that.
What else would it be? Right, let's press the bell then. We'll ring the bell. Hopefully the owner will come out.
Be right there.
Ah, there we go.
Hello, gentlemen. I must say you caught me by surprise. I was preparing to close soon.
Really?
May I help you find anything? The flowers in the center display are half price this week, and I have a special on chrysanthemums today. Or perhaps a custom bouquet for the special ladies in your lives?
I have no need myself, but maybe Adelaide would appreciate a little something. Eh, Miles? Those peonies in the corner look nice.
I'm afraid we're not here as customers tonight, ma'am. We'd like to have a word with the proprietor. Is he in?
I see. I'm Cecilia Handbook, and this is my shop. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
The
I'm
robbery?
Detective Miles Fordham, and this is my partner, William Legere. We received a report of a burglary at your store.
A report? From whom? I never contacted the police before, and I didn't this time, either.
Ah.
It was
What?
made anonymously. But are you saying this isn't the first time it's happened?
Correct. It's happened 3 times. But considering the police hardly care about the daily muggings and vandalisms around here, I didn't think they would be interested in something so trivial.
We're not police.
Well, we're here now, and
Or
we'll
are
do all
we?
we can to help you.
We'll have to see about that.
If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Handbrook, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Very well, Detective.
I guess we are police then. Right, burglaries. Let's just ask straight away about the burglaries, shall we?
Could you give me the details concerning the burglaries?
About 3 weeks ago on Monday, I noticed that my order of Easter lilies was missing. At first, I thought nothing of it. Sometimes certain types of flowers are unavailable or arrive in poor condition. These things happen.
Of course.
Then 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, it happened again. But this time, I noticed something rather odd.
Go on.
When I opened the shop, there were 6 crowns and 10 shillings on the counter.
Huh.
That's exactly the cost of 2 orders of lilies. Last Friday, it happened yet again. The lilies were missing, and there was payment for 1 order on the counter.
So they paid?
I believe that someone has been breaking into my shop after hours, taking the lilies, and leaving money behind.
How unusual.
Okay, ooh. Clue added. Let's ask about the suspicious people then.
Have you noticed any suspicious characters lurking around?
Detective Fordham, this is Chumley. You can't throw a stone without hitting a suspicious character. And if you've noticed my window, you'd be aware that stones get thrown around quite a bit in this neighborhood.
Looks like
If
it.
you're looking for trouble, you're far more likely to find it out there than in here.
I meant if you'd seen anyone out of the ordinary near your shop.
Only the 2 men from the police who entered it tonight.
Oh,
That is most definitely out of the ordinary.
we get it. Okay, let's ask about the break-in then. So it's weird that the person who's been stealing the flowers has been leaving payment for them behind.
Have you found any evidence of a break-in?
No, the front door is always locked. My assistant Trevor and I are the only ones with the key.
Are there any other points of access to the building?
The upstairs windows, I suppose, but I make sure to keep them locked, and neither of them have been broken.
Would you allow us to have a look upstairs?
Is that really necessary? I was just about to close up the shop.
It won't take but a moment.
Fine, I suppose you may, but please, don't dally too long.
I mean, do you want this solved or not? Alright, let's ask about the payment.
So this burglar has been paying for the stolen goods?
That would appear to be the case, yes. I really don't think this could even be considered a crime. That's one of the reasons I didn't bother reporting it to the police.
And the other reasons?
Oh, I think I've already made those quite clear, Detective.
Yes, you have. Right, let's ask about the assistant then, because he's the only other one with a key.
You mentioned your assistant has the other shop key. What can you tell me about him?
His name is Trevor Hastings, and he has been working for me for the past 10 years.
Do you trust him?
Implicitly. I've known him for ages, and he has been my full-time assistant since shortly after my husband died. You're not suggesting he had anything to do with this, are you?
We'll have to check.
Not at all. I would like to speak with him, though. Where might I find him?
It's Friday, so he should be on his way back from the docks right now. He'll be bringing my flower order within the hour.
Good. We'll meet him here then, if that's all right with you.
I suppose I don't really have much of a choice, do I?
Nope. You guessed. Well done. Right, let's ask about her then.
Have you been in business long?
Yes, I opened this shop 30 years ago. along with my late husband David. But the past 10 years, I've been running things on my own.
Don't you feel unsafe being here by yourself so late into the night?
Detective, when you've lived in this part of town as long as I have, it takes quite a lot to scare you.
I think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
I'm kind of interested to know what happened to the husband, like how he died. Access the casebook at the top of the screen or right click. Okay, here we go. Current case, Honour Among Thieves. The Hambrook flower shop has been burglarised. Will the burglar return, or is this investigation just a formality? Find a point of entry upstairs and wait for Trevor Hastings and speak to him. What are these? Ah, okay, so that's like a checklist. The clues we've got are the missing lilies and the points of entry. So 3 orders of Easter lilies have been taken, but money has been left for them. Why would the burglar bother to leave the money behind? Points of entry. According to the only points of entry to the shop are the front door and the upstairs windows, both of which she keeps locked. Only she and her assistant have a key. Suspects, we haven't got anyone yet, and documents we haven't got any of yet. So, we will leave it there for this one. That's a good start. I am absolutely hooked already. I love detective games. I love the vibe of this one. I'm already feeling completely immersed in it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons. Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, and Lyle for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.